At 78 years old, Dolly Parton continues to defy age in ways that leave doctors and fans absolutely amazed. While most people her age are slowing down, Dolly is performing sold-out concerts, running multiple businesses and looking absolutely radiant. But here's what's remarkable. It's not just about looking good. Dolly has openly shared that she's dealing with the same health challenges many of us face as we get older. Yet somehow, she's found ways to not just cope, but to thrive. Today we're going to uncover the real secrets behind Dolly's incredible vitality. And I promise you, some of these habits are so simple, you can start them today. Stay with me, because what we discover might just change how you approach your own health. Let's go back to where it all began. Dolly Parton grew up in rural Tennessee, one of 12 children, in a family that didn't have much money. She's often said that poverty was her biggest motivator, but it also taught her something crucial about health. You can't take your body for granted. In her 40s and 50s, Dolly faced a health crisis that many of us can relate to. She's been remarkably honest about struggling with her weight, dealing with depression, and even experiencing what she calls her fat years. In interviews, Dolly has admitted that at one point, she was dealing with female health issues that required surgery. This was her wake-up call. She realized that if she wanted to keep doing what she loved, performing, writing, creating, she needed to make some serious changes. And here's what's inspiring. Dolly didn't turn to extreme measures or dangerous quick fixes. Instead, she developed a sustainable approach to health that's kept her going strong for decades. So what exactly does Dolly Parton do differently? Let's break it down habit by habit. Now, you might expect me to tell you that Dolly follows some complicated celebrity diet with foods you've never heard of. But the truth is much simpler and much more achievable for all of us. Dolly practices what she calls the low-carb, portion control approach. But here's the key. She doesn't deprive herself. In fact, Dolly has said in multiple interviews that she eats what she wants, just in smaller amounts. Let me tell you what this looks like in practice. Dolly has mentioned that she loves soup, especially cabbage soup and vegetable-based soups. These are low in calories but high in nutrients and fiber, which keeps you feeling full longer. This is especially important for those of us over 60 because our metabolism naturally slows down. Here's something fascinating. Dolly rarely eats a big breakfast. She's said she might just have some fruit or a small portion of oatmeal. This isn't about starving herself, it's about listening to her body. Many nutritionists now recognize that as we age, we don't need as many calories, especially in the morning, when we're less active. But, and this is crucial, when Dolly wants something indulgent, she has it. She's talked about loving fried chicken, biscuits, and southern comfort food. The difference? She has a few bites and savors them rather than eating a full plate. Medical experts say this approach is actually brilliant for people over 60. Dr. Michael Roizen, a longevity expert, has stated that portion control is one of the most effective strategies for healthy aging. It helps maintain a healthy weight without the stress of restrictive dieting, which can actually be harmful for older adults. The takeaway? You don't have to give up your favorite foods, just enjoy them in moderation. Now let's talk about exercise, because this is where Dolly's approach might surprise you. Dolly doesn't spend hours in the gym. She doesn't run marathons or do intense CrossFit workouts. In fact, she's been quite open about not being a gym person at all. So how does she stay so energetic and mobile at 78? The answer is simple. She keeps moving throughout her day. Dolly has said that she's always doing something, whether it's walking around her property, doing light housework, or simply staying active during her workday. This concept is called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's a fancy term for all the calories you burn just by moving around during your daily activities. And research shows it can be just as important as formal exercise, especially for seniors. Dolly has also mentioned that she likes to do light stretching and simple exercises at home, nothing extreme, just enough to keep her joints flexible and her muscles engaged. Here's why this matters for those of us over 60. As we age, maintaining flexibility and balance becomes more important than building muscle mass. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in seniors, and simple activities like stretching and light movement can dramatically reduce that risk. But perhaps Dolly's greatest form of exercise is her performing. When she's on tour, she's on her feet for hours, singing, moving, and engaging with thousands of people. That kind of sustained activity is incredible cardiovascular exercise, and there's a mental component too. Dolly has said that staying active keeps her mind sharp and her spirits high. Neurologists now know that physical activity is one of the best ways to prevent cognitive decline as we age. When you move your body, you're also exercising your brain. The lesson here? You don't need an expensive gym membership or a personal trainer. Just find ways to keep moving that you actually enjoy. Dance to your favorite music. Take walks around your neighborhood, garden. Play with your grandchildren. The key is consistency, not intensity. Here's something Dolly has been remarkably honest about. She values her sleep, but she's also learned to work with her natural rhythms. Dolly has said she's naturally a night owl. She does some of her best creative work late at night, often writing songs in the middle of the night when inspiration strikes. But here's the thing, she doesn't fight her natural body clock. Instead of forcing herself to go to bed early, Dolly allows herself to work when she's most creative, and then she makes sure to get adequate rest during other times. She's mentioned that when she's not touring, she might sleep in a bit later or take short rest periods during the day. This is actually fascinating from a medical perspective. Dr. Matthew Walker, a sleep scientist, has explained that our sleep patterns naturally change as we age. Many older adults find they can't sleep as long at night, but they might benefit from short naps during the day. Dolly has also talked about the importance of removing her makeup before bed, every single night, no matter how tired she is. This isn't just about skincare, it's about creating healthy nighttime rituals that signal to your body it's time to rest. She's also mentioned that she tries to create a peaceful environment for sleep. While she might work late, when it's time to rest, she makes sure her space is comfortable and calming. For those of us over 60, sleep quality becomes even more important. Poor sleep is linked to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. But the good news is that simple habits, like having a consistent bedtime routine, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and limiting caffeine in the afternoon, can make a huge difference. The takeaway from Dolly's approach? Listen to your body's natural rhythms, but make sleep a priority. Don't sacrifice rest for work or worry. So we've covered Dolly's habits: portion control, staying active, prioritizing sleep, and maintaining a positive mindset. But what do medical experts actually think about her approach? Dr. David Katz, a specialist in preventive medicine, has said that the combination of moderate eating, consistent movement, good sleep, and positive mental health represents what he calls the holy grail of healthy aging. In fact, research from the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies on human happiness and longevity, has found that the factors Dolly practices are exactly what predict healthy aging. It's not about extreme interventions or expensive treatments. It's about sustainable, enjoyable habits. Cardiologists point out that Dolly's approach to portion control helps maintain a healthy weight, which reduces strain on the heart, critical for people over 60. What's remarkable about Dolly's approach is that none of these habits are out of reach. You don't need money, special equipment, or perfect discipline. You just need to start small and stay consistent. Dolly herself has said, "I'm not trying to be young, I just want to be the best version of myself at whatever age I am." And that, my friends, is the real secret. If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll be exploring more celebrity health journeys and bringing you practical wisdom you can use in your own life. Remember, it's never too late to start taking better care of yourself. As Dolly would say, find out who you are and do it on purpose. Thank you for watching, and here's to your health.